In a distant kingdom, there was a horse groom imprisoned, not because he was a criminal, but because he was known for sharp observation and honest speech. And kings do not fear lies, they fear truth when it arrives uninvited. And despite his imprisonment, his name still echoed through the palace whenever a matter became difficult. People whispered if only the groom were here. One day the king bought a rare horse for a great price, a horse said to have royal blood. Yet the king felt uneasy, so he ordered the groom brought from his cell and asked for his opinion. The groom walked slowly around the horse, touched its neck, watched its eyes, its movements, and the way it ate, then said calmly, shaking the court, "My lord, the horse is purebred, but it was nursed by a cow." Some laughed, but the king did not. He summoned the seller and said, "My groom claims your horse is noble, but was raised on cow's milk." The man denied it and laughed. So the king ordered the doors shut and spoke without threat. "I did not say you lied. I said you did not tell the whole truth." The man fell silent, then broke and confessed the mare died days after birth. "We feared the foal would die, so we fed it with milk from a village cow." The king looked at the groom and knew this man spoke not by instinct but by knowledge and experience. He rewarded him with 2 loaves of bread and 2 chickens and returned him to prison. Days passed and doubt entered the king's heart through another door. So he summoned the groom again and said, "Test my queen." The groom did not look at her crown but watched her small behaviors, how she rewarded what she gave and what she gifted when pleased. Then he said, "My lord, the queen is royal by name, but her origin is that of a cook." The king did not confront his wife, but went to her family and asked the adoptive father, "Where did your daughter come from?" He said, "She is ours," the king calmly asked, "And who was her mother?" Silence filled the house until an old woman spoke. "We feared this day, and they confessed the queen was born to the palace. Cook, her mother, died, and a noble family adopted her, raised her, and gave her their name." The king returned, impressed once more by the groom's wisdom, and rewarded him again with 2 loaves of bread and 2 chickens. On a heavy night, the king asked one final question, "Tell me my origin." The groom paused and asked for safety. When granted, he spoke firmly, "My lord, you are not the son of a king. You are the son of a farmer." The king did not shout nor order the groom's death, but went alone to his mother and asked for the truth, even if it broke him. She wept and confessed, "I never gave birth. I fear being cast out. So I took a farmer's child, raised him, and named him king." The king returned to the groom not to punish him, but to ask, "How did you know all this?" The groom replied with calm wisdom. The horse lowered its head and dug the ground, a habit of those fed on. Cows milk horses raised on their mother's milk, hold their heads high. The queen gave food and fruit, not gold. Those born in kitchens remember generosity through food first, and you, my lord. Each time I revealed a truth that shook the throne. You rewarded me with what is eaten, not what endures. Kings reward with gold. Bread and chickens are the generosity of farmers. It was never written what the king did next, but the story left one truth. Origin does not hide for long. It appears in behavior, not in titles.